This is Unit 6, Formative 1, Video 1 on 0 and negative exponents. When we're looking at exponents, every time we see a 0 on our base, which is a, we know that the answer is going to equal 1. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's a number. It could be 2 to the 0 power. If you had 2 to the 0 power, that's still 1. Okay? The reason why it's 1 is because you have 0 A's, or in this case, you have 0 2's. Okay? That's like when we divide, everything cancels. We're left with 1. Okay? A negative exponent, as we have here, a to the negative n, I like to think of them as inverses. When they're inverses, we want to flip them. And what I mean by flipping them, I want to think of them as like a fraction. And to make a negative exponent positive, I have to move this to the bottom. Okay? So a to the n is on the bottom. Okay? Another example could be such as 2 to the negative second. Okay? I'm thinking of that as 1 over 2 to the second. You have to flip it to the bottom. Okay? You can also have something like 2x to the negative third on the bottom like this. Okay? So same thing, we want to move the negative exponent, but this time we're going to move it up, okay? So it's going to go with the 2x to the third over 1, because there's nothing left. If I move that up to the top, there's nothing left, so I have to put a 1, or I simplify it to 2x to the third. All right, we have a problem here, x to the 0. Well, that's your 0 exponent, so we remember that the answer is 1 here. You know, if we happen to have a problem like this, 3x squared y, let's say to the third, and it's to the 0 power, the entire thing, as we see, the entire thing has an exponent of 0. So when we see that, we know the answer is 1. Okay? Anytime you have a 0 power, the answer is 1 here. Here on our second example, we have our negative exponent. So remember, that's where we want to move that to the bottom. Okay? So it'd be 1 over 3 to the second. Well, 3 to the second, if we remember, that's 3 times 3. So the answer is 1 over 9. We're going to be simplifying a few expressions here. First one, as we see, we have our negative exponent there again. So remember, that's where you got to put it in the denominator here. 1 over a to the fourth. All right? That's our answer. Our second one, we have a few different things here. We have 7, which 7's to the first power, x to the negative third, and y to the fourth. So if I'm doing this, make a fraction here, the 7 stays on top, okay? We're not moving the 7 because there's no negative exponent. But I see the negative 3 here, so we know that part goes underneath. So x to the negative third, x to the third, we change it to a positive, goes on the bottom. And then if we look at our y to the fourth, the 4 is positive, so that's going to stay on the top as well. Y to the fourth. Okay, and that is how we write our answer for that. Remember, anything with a 0 exponent is going to be 1. And if I have a negative exponent, I need to move it up or down, depending on where it's at. For example, again, with that negative 4, I move it down here. Or if I had it as 1 over a to the negative 4, I would want to move it up. Okay? Keep that in mind. All right, there you have it. That's our first video. Have a good day.